Alright, so now take a look at the foundation of this part in the AutoCAD file. The foundation is diagonal here. These situations can happen because of the surface. It may be malformed and just look like this. So now let's go back to the Revit file, and then using the slab tool, I'll draw a shape in the plan like this. Alright, let me just increase the length of this part and then finish it up. Alright, after that I'll go here and select this, and then using the rebar tool, cancel that, select the surface, and then use the area tool. Alright, then I'll select the pick tool and click on the surface. There we go. Then the major direction is going to be this way and finish it. Alright, so just delete this, and then I'll select the area and I'll uncheck the bottom direction box, and then for the top part I'll select the type 20 rebar and 18 here. Alright, so as we previously stated, our first step is exploding this part. And alright, let me just click on this. So now I'll go here and choose the split rebars tool. This is the major rebar that we have, and so click on this part and this one, cancel this. So we have two networks here. I'll use the explode tool again and click on the plan to explode this part. Alright, Ctrl Z. Let me just go here and delete this so that we don't make any mistakes. Alright, after that select the group tool and select these two parts to group them up and finish it. Alright, they've been grouped. So now I'll select the split tool and click on the surface. Oh, because we've grouped them, we can't actually split them. So I'll ungroup them. Alright, so I'll select the split tool and then I'll select all of the network here. So finish it up now. After that, we'll put the maximum lap length on 1 meter and the bar length on 1170. Alright, after that, I'll click on the create dividing lines. And the dividing lines have been placed right here. So now I'll just copy this and then paste it up here. Alright, then select the upper one and then rotate it. So the place is going to be this point, and then we rotate it in this direction. Alright, then I'll trim these two lines. So the same goes for this line as well. I'll check the multiple box and then trim the line upstairs with these lines down here. There we go. So now we can actually go to the SOFISTIK tab and select the split rebar tool. Select the network and finish. Select line and all of these lines here and finish it up. So it's giving us this error because we have two separate parts here. But here where it's just one simple part, it's actually divided. So this part has been separated from these because we take the symmetric box earlier. So because of that, it created one part for 1170 on the left, another one on the right, and then the rest goes in the middle, and then we have 1 meter of overlap. And if I actually use the measure tool, you can see the exact length of the overlap. There we go. So let me just hit Ctrl Z. Alright, so I'll create a reference plane here to get a quick check of this and see if we can actually get a response. First, let me just increase the length of these a bit. So select this line and this one, and then click drag, and then do the same down here as well. So click drag these, and there we go. Then I'll go to the reinforcement tab again and select the split tool. Then select the lines that we have and finish it up. So here you can see we had checked the symmetric box, and that's why it was shaped like that. So I'll select the dividing lines and then select all of the lines in the plan and then finish it up. So let me just hit Ctrl Z to see where the error is coming from. So after I backtracked the moves, I saw that this line was the one giving us our issues. This green line here is inside of the rebar. So I'll move it to the edge here, and then I'll click on this part. So now our problem should be solved. So now we'll try again. We'll go to the SOFISTIK tool and then select the split, and then select all of the rebars and the lines in the plan. Finish it up. Select again and then finish again, and there we go, they've been divided. So now I'll use the group tool, and then I'll select all of these parts to group them up so we can be sure. Alright, so in the next part we have two tools here, the first one called delete and the next one mark. The first one says delete all reinforcements in a selected element. So for example, you have an element like this and you want to delete all of the rebars in it. It might be hard to select each of them individually. You can go here and select the delete tool and then click on the host and then finish it up. So now all of the rebars have been deleted. So as an example, I'll go here and use the copy tool and copy this shape and then paste it on this surface, click finish, and there we go. So now I'll select the delete tool and the host and finish it up. And now all of the rebars have been eliminated. So we get to the mark tool. It says deletes all reinforcement instances of a mark. I'll select this and then a mark parameter pops up here. Because I previously selected the plan and then used the set marks tool, now that we clicked on mark, the marks had been placed. So now I'll select the new one that we just created here. Let's go to the set marks menu first, click OK on this, and then after that I'll remove them using the mark tool up here. Then we go here to select the surface and it removes the mark 157. So now all of the rebars that had been marked with the 157 have been removed. So as a next example, I'll click on this and then yes. So now all of the rebars mark 3 have been removed, but not all of the rebars because the rebars had different dimensions and different marks each. For example, this one was 6, this one was 5, 4, and the rest. So as an example, if I select this one, only the mark 1 will be removed. And then this one has mark 19. All of the mark 19 rebars will be removed and the others will be left untouched. So now I'll hit Ctrl Z here, then select this column and place it here. Alright, then hit the update. Let's see why this is happening. Let me just try to explode this because I think it's a group. Okay, on this it says the problem is with the host. So I'll select this and then use the pick new host tool. Alright, so the host is already identified, so we need to change the dimensions. Let me go to this plan and then zoom in here and let's see what we have. Alright, so I'll just select this column here and put it under this type, and there we go. So now let me just move it towards the inside a bit and then adjust it so I can make it a bit smaller. So this goes here and then pull this here, and there we go. So if I select this, we can go to the identity data section and see that because the type has been changed, the mark has been changed as well. Here we have 31. So now if I go here and use the delete tool and then zoom in on the plan right here and select this. Alright, let me just cancel this first, then use the select mark tool. Now here you can see it's mark 31. So this tool can be helpful to you when you want to delete just a specific type of rebar mark. And these two tools can help you to delete some rebars in a certain element.